Good evening, members of the media. Look, I think this is one game that we started off very, very well. And also, I think our downfall was to score too early in the game. After that, we created quite a few chances that we did not capitalize in terms of killing the game off. And yeah, we gave them hope, and against the run of play, they got the equalizer. Then their confidence, grew, and from that moment you could see now that anything can happen. But we still managed to create goal-scoring opportunities. We're still not clinical, and they got the second one. And second half, I think it was only Kaizer Chiefs. And unfortunately, again, in terms of scoring goals, we were not clinical enough, to make sure that we get maximum points. But I must commend the effort of the boys. They gave their all today, and they make it difficult. They made it difficult for the oppositions, or a special second half. And I'd like to, encourage them to continue away, in terms of the performance going into the next game. And yeah, it was just unfortunate that we did not get maximum points today. I think we deserve whole 2 points. But yeah, it wasn't to be once more. But we won't stop working hard. We'll keep on working hard. We'll keep on encouraging the boys until we get it right.
Thanks, Coach Zwane. We go right straight to questions. Members of the media, your question, name, and name of your publication. Thanks, Veli.
Coach Veli from SABC, tough luck on the result. Lots of missed chances. The football is good. The chances are created, but it's the consistent conceding and not keeping clean sheets. That is the problem. When you look at how you're conceding goals, what seems to be the problem?
I think when you are building something, you'll always have that lapse of concentration here and there. And unfortunately, when we make a mistake, we are we're getting punished all the time. And when you look at how we force the oppositions, to make mistakes, but you don't punish them. I mean, yes, they scored 2 goals today from our mistakes. When you look at the goals that we considered in the previous game, are identical, even today, in terms of the crosses from the right. So we could have scored how many goals again in that game? I'm talking clear-cut chances. We could have maybe won the game 4-2, 5-2. Today again, we could have scored maybe 6-7. So there's a lot of positives. Yes, our downfall at the moment is that we can't keep a clean sheet, and until we get that one right, then we know that we're on the right track. Because our downfall is we're just conceding goals. But the boys, there is no doubt about their effort that they put in there. And today it was total dominant. For a special second half, we showed that we are Kaizer Chiefs. And yes, sometimes you'll play well and not win. Sometimes you not play well and still not win. Sometimes you'll win. So, but today I must give the boys the credit, and thumbs up to them. And yeah, I expect the same performance going forward.
Thank you, Coach.
Tamba Shabalala, Joseph from Sports. Coach, there was just a bit of a confusion when the game started, just before, with the goalkeepers. There was no clarity. We just saw that this one is out, this one is in. What has happened there? And Coach, secondly, the booing of your players by the fans. How do you take it when you're sitting there that the players are being booed? I mean, the young man in the middle was booed, a billiard was also booed, I mean, what does that do to you, and how do you look at your boys into the change room? What do you say to them?
Thanks, Brati. The first one was about
Change of goalkeepers.
yeah, look, it was supposed to start, in actual fact. So unfortunately, he had a knee injury. Actually, he felt some pain, on his knee, and we went to see the doctor, and the doctor gave me the report to say, we can't take a risk. Let's rather play safe, and that's how we had to now quickly make a change and then start with Bruce. And then the booing of players. Look, unfortunately, we have supporters who are very, very passionate, who wants to win, and because they want to brag as well, about the club, and the boys, they're doing their utmost best, and unfortunately, sometimes the results are not forthcoming, and it's one of those things where the boys, they have to keep, and be strong, and because they played very well today, and it's only us again who are gonna have to help our supporters to understand the game even much better by just taking our chances going forward, and that time will come. I have no doubt about it.
There's a question there.
Coach, Colin Hans, Joseph Captions, Josie FM. The role played by Jabu, because there are times where we find him too rooted in the middle. He cannot move, he cannot add. Is it the instruction, or because of many times when he plays freely, he even adds towards even scoring a goal? Is there a reason why he's skeptical and all that?
Was that Jabuloplo?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. When you look at it, obviously sometimes we'll push our fullbacks high, so he needs to give us that security, because if he goes, then at some point you're gonna have to deal with 1v1s or 2v2s there. So that's what we're trying. Sorry, excuse me. We're trying to avoid, to have the balance, So he's giving us that balance, and if you look at him today, I think he did extremely well. He was switching the ball at the right time. He was detecting temps in the middle. He fought. Yes, maybe at some point, maybe in the first half, when Galaxy gained momentum, we'll let them off the hook that time. So, but as soon as we, gained that control again in the middle of the park, you could see he was bossing the middle field. Yusuf also helped him, George, and we get him there slowly, because that's where we want to be as a club. We want to control the middle field. We want to put people under pressure, all these teams, and force them to make mistakes and score goals. And it will come. It will come very, very soon, because at least you can see the light, under the dark channel.
Thank you. Mike.
Lava from Kickoff, your coach. I don't know how you plan your blocks. We've heard of other coaches planning in blocks of 5, 6, I just want to find out from you. You've played 2 home games now. You picked up a single point.
Yeah.
I mean, how does that affect your whole plan with regards to where you would have wanted to be at this point in time?
Yeah, look, it doesn't sit down well with me, for the fact that we know that both games we could have easily picked up maximum points. But sometimes we have to look at the good things that we are doing, and not be clued up in one thing of, yes, the results will come, and when they come, they will be coming like nobody's business. What is key right now is to do the right thing, and you can see whatever that we're trying to build, whatever that we're trying to do, it's coming slowly and steady but surely. We're just unfortunate. I was going to be worried if we were not creating enough goal scoring opportunities. I was going to be worried if we were not playing, the way we want to play. But we're getting there, Yes, our performance sometimes is fluctuating in terms of consistency. But when you look at 80% of our games so far ever since we started, I think we played well so far. And we only have ourselves to blame. We look at Kaizer Chiefs today. We lost 2 points, and only Kaizer Chiefs, gave that 2 points away against Chippa. Kaizer Chiefs beat itself. Chippa did not beat us. We scored for them. They just got a goal against the run of play, and compared to the chances that we got. So at least there is a lot that is happening. That is good, that is positive, and we need to focus on that because we still have a long way to go. We're running our own race and we'll get it right, definitely.
Apologies, Coach, I nearly interrupted you there.
Yeah.
We'll take the last question from your side. Hold on, James. Let's get the question there.
Coach, from the DStv Times. There was a lot of lackluster plays probably in the first half, maybe between 30-40 minutes of the game. And at one point, I think you showed one of them first. I think it was one. Was that to show, like, you need to show some more fighting spirit? Get stuck in, dominate the midfield. And secondly, do you think that's a confidence matter or personnel matter at this point, where the results are so inconsistent?
Yeah, football is one game that is so unpredictable, And as I said earlier on, is that, if you are to be dropping points and there is no hope, then it becomes a very huge worrying factor. But if you look at the way you can turn things around, the way you can be in charge of the game and create goal-scoring opportunities, we all know sitting here that the only difference today is that Kaizer Chiefs did not take the chances that they created. It could have been a different story, altogether. Had we taken our chances. And we were just unfortunate. And I'm not going to kill the players for that. We can only learn from this game. We can only rectify those mistakes until we get it right. And Rome was not built, in one day. What is good right now with us is that there is a light under the dark channel, and there is something that is happening. And very, very soon, it will just come out. It will flourish, and once it flourishes, then you'll see the boys will start exerting themselves even much better. But today, yes, we could have, this is one game we could have buried, could have, but again, I must just commend the effort of the boys, the positive attitude that they've shown today. And football is a game of mistakes. We'll keep learning until we get it right.
You are covered. Thank you. The last question will be yours, sir.
Thank you. Nick from your college news. You've just said that you've created an avalanche of scoring chances. And you also mentioned that you still not clinicality, it's not capitalized. Now, I want to ask you, second half your boys came out guns blazing. Can you tell us what did you tell them?
Look, obviously, like I said, we started off very well from the first half. We scored a goal, we took the foot off the pedal a little bit. And even after scoring a goal, we should have scored about 3 goals after that. I counted 3. And unfortunately, we were not clinical, like I said. And what I'm happy about more than anything else is seeing Ashley, on the score sheet. That will boost his confidence, When Caleb comes back, I also wanted Kama to score for us today. He had quite a few chances, and I know he's going to score. And as soon as the goals start coming left, right, and center, we'll be unpredictable as well as a team because we won't be relying on one player to score goals for us. We are a big team to have one player and rely on one player. Ashley scored today. I would expect maybe another player to score for us next week or this coming weekend, and many other players. So if goals will be coming left, right, and center, then now everyone knows his role and responsibility of making sure the team must win. It's not a case of we're giving only two few individuals the responsibility of scoring goals, So, like I said, I'm happy, with the performance. Unfortunately, we couldn't take our chances. And look, we learn every day. We learn every day. And one day God will answer us.
Sir, it's the last time I agreed to your request. After saying the last and you insist on raising the hand, let's go for it quickly.
Yeah, Coach Tshepo from ENC. In fact, you answered my question about, I was going to ask about Caleb. We're happy with how the team played without him, as he has been used as a point of reference. But also Ashley has been struggling in terms of getting the net. The importance of him scoring tonight, do you think that is going to build this confidence moving forward? Thanks.
Most definitely. Ashley, if you look at his performance today, he did well. He's done very well. Actually, all the boys today, you know, yes, like I said, after scoring the goals, we thought the game was going to be easy because we were just on top of them. And you could even see second half, we like the big man said, we came out, you know, guns blazing. Because now we were in charge. We showed that we wanted to score. And you could see we could score at any given time. We're just unfortunate not to take those chances. But like I said, I'm happy with the way the boys, you know, the display. And we want to keep it that way. We really want to keep it that way, keep that momentum going. And one of these teams will get more than 5.
We thank you, Coach, for keeping you so long for the press conference. Members of the media, thank you. All the best en route to the final on Sunday. And good night, everyone. Travel safe.
Thanks. Coach, that's wrong.